Hey y'all, today I'm rambling on about my concert and band experiences because I think my stories are pretty cool. Oh, also sorry that I look like a bum. I originally recorded this video and looked amazing and felt great. And it turned out that my CD player that I had on, because recording in silence is kind of awkward, it blared over the audio even though I was in a completely different room than my bedroom. So I had to re-record it, and it's the middle of the night. Anyway, my stories are still good though, so yeah. My first festival experience was when I was 13, and I went to When We Were Young festival in 2024 when My Chemical Romance and Fall Out Boy were headlining. I guess nothing actually special happened there. I saw Pierce the Veil, which was cool. My Chem. Didn't see Fall Out Boy because they were playing at the same time as Sleeping with Sirens. I got introduced to Boys Like Girls because they were playing the same stage before Sleeping with Sirens was on. Sorry, I'm recording this at 2-ish in the morning, and I cannot function right now. Back to what I was saying. Boys Like Girls was on before Sleeping with Sirens was on. So I got introduced to them through their song The Great Escape, because I had heard it before without knowing who the band was, and I ended up really liking them. I've seen them again with my best friend since. They're really cool. I love them as a band. Sleeping with Sirens was really awesome because I got to the stage so early. We started weaving into the crowd, and I got to the GA barricade. I was kind of sad because I got to the barricade, but then there was the whole VIP barricade in front of us, so it was still 10 rows of people behind. But it was still pretty awesome. I could literally see Kellen Quinn's Converse, and my aunt got some really cool pictures of me there. Sorry again, these are dysfunctional snippets of me talking, and I have a piece of paper where I wrote down everything I wanted to say right there. So if I keep looking down, that's why, because I have a little piece of paper that's basically my teleprompter right now. After When We Were Young, or wait, what? So before I went to When We Were Young, I saw Hawthorne Heights, literally the weekend before, and I also saw them at When We Were Young. But when I saw them that weekend, I live in a fairly small town. It's like a city. But he went to the merch table at the end and did a little meet and greet thing and signed stuff. So I took my aunt's old CD, which I actually have right here, and random note I wanted to make. I don't know why I said that. I had already set up all of this. And he signed it, even though I was the very last person in line, I think. Maybe there was a person or two behind me. But yeah, there's his signature on it. Oh my god, my ring light, bro. Yeah. Silence in the Black and White. That's the tour that they were on. So that was pretty awesome. I've seen them I saw them at When We Were Young. I saw them outside, not at When We Were Young. I saw them at Warped Tour. I saw them in California the night before Warped Tour. I think I was gonna see them here but didn't end up going. So I've seen them 4-ish times. I might have also seen them. Did they play When We Were Young 2025? Wait. This is my When We Were Young 2025 shirt. What do we think? Are they on the back? I don't know. If they were, I definitely saw them, but I don't think they were. If I remember correctly. Also, like I said, I got my aunt's old CD signed, and my aunt has a ton of cool stories. So if you want me to do a video with her where she tells her stories that's slightly less dysfunctional and not recorded in the middle of the night, then just leave a comment or or something like that, and I'll get the hint and make that video. Another cute story with Hawthorne Heights was when I saw them at a pre-Warped Tour show, like I said, the night before Warped Tour. And he came up to the barricade because I was at the barricade, and he came over, he patted my head. I think my aunt got a picture of me smiling. I'll put it up right here if she does have that. So I can't put the audio for this, damn copyright, but that's me jumping up and down, if you can see in the corner. I just realized that I'm drinking a Red Bull, but like everything behind me is all monsters. Even like up on my desk, I didn't clean this. The monster can stay. Sorry if you don't like it, but I'm gonna keep laughing at my own jokes. I do that in every video, I think, even though they're like the most fun. I can't freaking talk. The most unfunny shit ever. Anyways, so JT patted my head that night, and JT Woodruff is the front man, if you don't know what I'm talking about. But then when Silverstein came on right after Hawthorne Heights, there were so many crowd surfers, and like I was a little weakling then, like very worse than I am now. I mean, look at these muscles now. But like back then, nothing. So I was like not able to hold them. Also, like I'm not that short, but compared to the people around me, I was pretty short, so it was kind of like okay, I found this video that shows like exactly what I'm talking about perfectly, just like a fully grown dude crowd surfing. I could not hold that up. And I ended up not helping at all. So a crowd surfer fell like on top of my head while a like security guard was trying to catch them, and then like I hit my head on the barricade like here, and then I think I did it again later. I don't remember exactly what happened, but another crowd surfer fell on me. The next like cute little story, I saw, so like I said, I was at that pre-Warp show, and then I went to Warp Tour, and where'd I put it? This. I got this. I just want to show that. It's an I Hurt Boobies bracelet, but it's like the official Warp Tour one, so it's got like the Vans kind of pattern on it. It says keep abreast on the inside, and it says Vans Warp Tour. I'm gonna slip that on real quick. And then just to prove that I was there, you know, we got my little booklet. I got a bookmark in there. What is this bookmark even on? 11 million Warped Tour tickets sold worldwide. It says it right here. Boop. 11 million. Back to the story. So I saw the All-American Rejects at Warped Tour, which genuinely nothing happened. But I saw them again when they came to my city on their tour, which was totally awesome because I found out the night before they were doing like a pop-up signing at this place, this like record store. It's like record CD store that is within walking distance of my school, but they were doing it during my school hours at like 1 p.m. or something like that. And I was like, well, it's within walking distance of my school. I literally go there all the time. Like, I know this place so well. I used to know, like, back and forth the way the CDs were set up. Like, I knew every section where you could find what. Better than the employees. Except they, like, reorganized everything recently. So, like, now I don't. But anyway, I asked my mom, I was like, Mom, tomorrow, can you call me out at, like, lunch? Can you call me out at like 12:30 and I'll just walk my ass over there? And she did, and I ended up going, and here's this terrible picture. I mentioned this interaction in every video, I swear to God. I think I mentioned it in my like fun facts video, my making mac and cheese video. Like, it was just that awesome. And then later I saw them at the state fair that night. Sorry, I'm super fidgety right now. This is probably the most recent, like, band interaction I've had. But I went to see Silverstein with my friend. And Thursday was also opening. My friend got a set list. Just thought I'd, like, mention that for Thursday because she's, like, a big fan. She was asking for it. And we're at the barricade. And at the end of Silverstein's set, there were, like, three-ish girls lined up. And we're all roughly the same age. Not entirely, but we looked the same age. So there was me and my friend. There was one other girl. She was 19 at the time. My nose is so itchy. Okay, other girl, 19. So my friend caught a pic for Silverstein, and she also got a pick, and I was on the end of them, like, please, will you give me a pick? Woo! And eventually Shane told the front man of Silverstein, threw me one, and I caught it, and I was very happy, and I would show it to you right now, but I lost it. It's because I lost my wallet, okay? Because I keep, like, important things in my wallet. You know, I shouldn't spill the beans on that yet. My apologies. Anyway, after that, he was like, did you catch it? And I started losing my mind that he, like, remotely acknowledged my existence from the stage. And I was like, yeah! I'm sad that I lost the pick, but, like, you know what? The memory's still there. Like, I'm probably going to see Silverstein a bajillion more times. I'm going to Warped Tour again this year, and I'm going to see them. So I think it'll be fine. Alright, this one is the oldest, and I was 13, so it was probably the dumbest, but it also meant the world to me. I was seeing Sum 41. We got to the barricade, which was pretty wild. For me at 13, I was very dumb and little, and, you know, I was with my aunt at the time, who was kind of like around the barricade holding it like this, and I was like in front of her because there was so much like pushing from the crowd and stuff, and I was just like a wee little baby. I hadn't done this stuff yet. And at the end of the show, a pick was thrown in my general direction, but it didn't actually go past the barricade. It like fell, you know, in that little like zone area. So I just like reach my hand out like my aunt told me to get the pick. And I was like, I didn't say anything because, I don't know, I was weird and shy then. And my aunt was like, ask for it. And I was like, please, please. And then my aunt was like, give it to the kid. And the security guard ended up giving me the pick. And later my aunt said that she like saw Derek Weebly, sorry, my brain went blank, like, kind of look at me and throw it to me, which I don't know if she actually did see that, or if he was even looking at me, or just that general direction, but in my brain, in my 13-year-old brain, I'm going to remember it that way, because I want to remember it that way. And later, we gave, like, the merch table guy a little bracelet that my aunt and I had worked on together called whatever the freak his book is called. I can't remember right now. Picture. Yes, we gave the merch guy that bracelet, who promised he would give it to Derek.